Are ready for the session? Audio check cheskoma. Let us start with a nice quote. What is today's quote? Enthusiasm spells the difference between mediocrity and accomplishment. Underline the word enthusiasm. There you could write the word interest. Enthusiasm means what? Interest. There is one important question I usually tell students. Who is the best teacher in the world? Answer is, interest is the best teacher. If you are interested in something, you can learn a lot. If you are not interested in something, it becomes a problem. Let us go to the appraisal verb of the day. What is today's appraisal verb? Do away with. To get rid of. Please underline the preposition of. Get rid of. A common error, a lot of students think a double F, no, only one F. Please put a star mark. Get rid of, only one F, not double F. Do remember, to get rid of or destroy something. Look at the example. These ridiculous rules and regulations should have been done away with years ago. Underline should have been. Talks about unfulfilled duty or a neglected action. Important helping verb. Let us go to the editorial vocabulary. Not too many words, and many of these words are familiar words. Write a letter F, distress. To save your energy and my energy, I have brought the parts of speech. So what part of speech is it? Noun. So distress means what? Extreme anxiety, sorrow, or pain. He is in distress. They are in distress. A typical example. Write an important word. If you read the newspapers, you come across quite often part of speech noun. Someone's plight. Usually it goes with a group of people. The plight of the migrant workers, the plight of the labor, the plight of the employees, the plight of the students. What does it mean? A dangerous, difficult, or otherwise unfortunate situation. This word was used quite often at the time of COVID-19. Every newspaper would write about the plight of migrant workers. Migrant workers, you know the concept. The plight, they got stranded at different places. They could not go to the native place. So then the plight of the migrant workers, an important word. Truant has two different meanings. In this context, absentee to a particular meeting. Brackets, you write the word meeting. A particular state government, a particular organization does not attend a meeting, then we use the word truant. But actually it goes with everyday English. It goes with school kids. Some school kids don't go to school regularly. They leave, they don't go to school without permission. Without permission, they stay back. For those kids also use the word truant, a different meaning altogether. And cumulative, an important word, but I'm sure you all know the meaning. Cumulative effect, cumulative impact. Part of speech adjective. Increasing or increased in quantity, degree or force by successive additions. You keep on adding, then it gets increased, then we say cumulative effect. Stipulated, an important word, part of speech adjective. And I usually say, in the exam to answer 30 questions, what is the stipulated time? 20 minutes. Means what? Specified. So write the combination stipulated time. Prelims stipulated time is 20 minutes to answer 30 questions. Demand or specify a requirement typically as part of an agreement. Tribunal is a legal term and also polity. Part of speech noun. A body established to settle certain types of dispute. A specific body established to settle specific disputes, we use the word tribunal. It's a legal term and also goes with the government. What is the next word? Next word is also a legal term. Affidavit, part of speech noun. You have to submit an affidavit in the court of law. What does it mean? A written statement confirmed by oath or affirmation for use as evidence in court. You submit the affidavit, that is the evidence in court. I hope you are with me. A reinforce, part of speech verb. Strengthen or support an object or substance, especially with additional material. Reinforce something, strengthen something. Advocate, put a star mark, part of speech verb. and also a noun. As a noun, everyone knows we don't have to talk about that, lawyer and attorney. But here, look at the part of speech. What is here to verb? As a verb, what does it mean? To support. Please add the letter to. I don't know whether it is here or not. To support or argue for a cause. Underline the word cause. Usually there is a cause. Cause means a problem. Dowry system or problems that go with children, child labor. He is an advocate of a particular problem. Means he wants to solve the problem. Reiterate I use quite often. Part of speech verb. What does it mean? Say something again or number of times, typically for emphasis or clarity. I would like to reiterate means what? I would like to emphasize. Put a star mark next to word. What is the next word here? Remainder. Careful with the spelling. What is the spelling here? Not reminder, remainder. Part of speech noun. The part that is left after the other parts are gone, used or taken away. Many parts, other parts are taken away, one part left out. That is known as remainder. An important word. Under pressure, you may take it granted. You may think the word is reminder. Reminder is a different word altogether. And what is the next one? Gloss. Gloss, write a part of speech noun also. It can be a noun, it can be a verb. As a noun, gloss means a shine. Write the meaning. Shine, S-H-I-N-E. Glossy paper, glossy magazine. You all know that. Paper shines. But look at the meaning as a verb. To provide an explanation for a word or phrase. Gloss, it's a regular verb. Glossed over. Means provided or not, did not provide. Negative or positive. Put a star mark, riparian. Riparian also an important word we have got for the first time. And generally we don't use certain words. Then you got to be careful. Spend some time to remember. Part of speech adjective. At the edge of a river or relating to this area. Away from the river, what is the word? Already have learned. Write the word hinterland. Heartland in the middle of the country. Hinterland, one meaning away from the banks of a river. We also say away from the banks, one meaning in the rural area. Heartland, one word, hinterland. Hinterland means in the rural area, away from cities. But what is the word here? Riparian, at the edge of a river. Banks of a river. Harmony, I am sure you all know. Harmony means what? Without any disturbance, everything in place. And what is the opposite word? Disharmony. The situation in which there is a disagreement and unpleasant feeling. But this editorial, before we go to the editorial, this editorial is all about the Kaveri waters. When I use this expression, some students ask me, sir, can we use the word waters in the plural form? You can use. Water usually singular. But what have I just said? Kaveri waters, you can use in the plural form. Nothing wrong with that. And usually, I don't know how many of you know, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, they always fight. They have been fighting for Kaveri waters. From Karnataka students are there, they know for sure. And whenever you read an article related to the issue between Kaveri waters between the two states, the newspapers use two idioms. Please write those two idioms. Very important. First one, bone of contention. The bone of contention between the two states is Kaveri waters. And the second idiomatic expression, apple of discord. The apple of discord between the two states is Kaveri waters. So what do you understand? What is the meaning of these two idioms? Cause of dispute. Bone of contention, apple of discord means what? Cause of dispute. So what is the cause of dispute between the two states? Kaveri waters. So invariably, but today I haven't seen that, that's a bit surprising. We'll go to the editorial, shall we? So how does it start? Usually rivers, a source of pleasure, a source of development, and source obviously agriculture. But it starts with share the distress. Usually what do we say? Share the profits, share the gains, share the waters. But we never use a negative word. That way it is a different presentation. share what? Their distress. Distress positive or negative? Negative. So that's a bit strange. You cannot make out. First, when you read share the distress, you wonder, what is this? Why should we share the distress? We don't say share the problems. Do we say that? No. But when you read the next one, on Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and water rights, they have been fighting bitterly and regarding Kaveri waters. Here on Karnataka, Tamil Nadu water rights. But the main idea of the editorial, the plight of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu shows a need for a distress sharing formula. It is not need for water sharing formula, need for what? Distress sharing. That is really strange. But why have they used? You all know peak monsoon is August. Monsoon, July, August, 2 months. And between the 2 months, peak monsoon in the month of August. But do we have rains have we got rains this month? No rains. That is a backdrop. Based on that, the word distress and sharing the distress. But here plight means what? Unfortunate situation. Usually it goes with a group of people. We don't say with individuals. We say with a group of people. The plight of the two states shows that there is a need for a distress sharing formula. Distress is not uncommon to the Kaveri basin. It is not for the first time they are experiencing distress. Underline the word is not uncommon. Which tense is that? Present tense. Beginners, you could make a note, if at all they are beginners, make a note of the tense. That will help in the long run. Distress is not uncommon to the Kaveri basin. Means it's a regular, or it happens on and off. As this year's southwest monsoon, also underline southwest monsoon. You all know we get rainfall because of two monsoons. One is a major one, that is southwest monsoon. Starts in the Arabian Sea, spreads towards the east and touches northeast. And the same monsoon, when it comes back, it is known as a retreating monsoon. Have you heard of the word retreating? Retreat means what? Go back. Please write the word retreat. That is a retreating monsoon, northeast. It comes down opposite direction. We call it retreating monsoon. But south does not get rains because of the retreating monsoon. We get because of the southwest monsoon. We all know, I suppose. As this year's southwest monsoon plays truant, means what? Not present, absent. In the catchment in Kerala and Karnataka. Underline the word catchment and write the combination word catchment area. You may get in a passage, I mark my words, monsoon, catchment areas, water conservation, water problems, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, you can expect passages, either prelims or mains. So catchment area, typical combination. In the catchment in Kerala and Karnataka, familiar scenes are unfolding. Unfolding, underline the word. Means what? Becoming clear, becoming obvious. You fold something, can you tell what is there inside? But I unfold something, you can tell, you can see clearly. So becoming clear, unfolding. Generally we use this, write a combination, unfolding story. Unfolding story. Means slowly you understand the story. Becomes clear. So the problem is unfolding. No monsoon, no rains. Tamil Nadu, which has a cumulative shortfall of around 51,000 million cubic feet. Cumulative means what? You keep on adding at different times. Finally it gets accumulated. Then we use the word cumulative. Cumulative shortfall, not something cumulative rainfall. Cumulative shortfall, negative, of around 51,000 million cubic feet, TMC feet, in its share of water as on August 28th, has been seeking 24,000. Because of lack of rainfall, because of shortfall of rainfall, they are trying to seek something. Underline the word seeking. Has been seeking, 1 unit. Which tense is that? Present perfect continuous. Seeking means what? Look for, search for. There is a term for all of you. What is that term? Job seekers. So Tamil Nadu state, because of the shortfall to the tune of 51,000 million cubic feet, has been seeking 24,000 cubic feet per second, cusecs, or about 2.07 TMC feet a day at Belangundulu on the interstate border. So a particular place are seeking a particular quantity of water during the second half of August. We are already in the second half of August. So current information. Underline the expression the second half of August. When it comes to a month or a year, we use expressions like movie also the first half, the second half. And we have to use a definite article there. Why? The first, the second, these are ordinal numbers. Before ordinal numbers, we have to use a definite article there. The second half of August, after its representatives are protested, underline the word protest. Positive word or negative word? Negative. After its representatives protested at the meeting of the Kaveri Water Management Authority. There is a particular authority to manage Kaveri waters. What is that authority? Kaveri Water Management Authority. And the representatives representing Tamil Nadu state, they protested. For what? Where the authority is expected to present its report on September 1st. September 1st is fast approaching. They don't want something negative or something goes against the state. So in anticipation of something negative, they must have protested. Apart from, underline, apart from the release for August, for the month of August, the release. Apart from the release for August, Tamil Nadu urged, underline the word urged, means what? Requested. Then you may ask, sir, what is the difference between urge and request? Request goes with informal English, urge goes with formal English. Formal request, we use the term urge. The Prime Minister urged the people of Manipur to stay calm and quiet. In that context, we use the word urge. Tamil Nadu urged the court to direct Karnataka to release a quantum of. See, it is basically what you understand. Tamil Nadu state shortfall of rain. Because of that, they are anticipating water from the Karnataka state. To what extent? Statistical data. So, urged the court to direct Karnataka to release. Only Karnataka can release. The problem here, Karnataka gets water first. And Tamil Nadu depends on Karnataka state. If Karnataka does not release water, it is going to make a negative impact on the entire state of Tamil Nadu. That is a bone of contention. So Tamil Nadu always demands more and wants more. That is a backdrop. Here, to direct Karnataka to release a quantum of 36.76 TMC feet for September. Now, second half they could not get. At least September they are expecting something. As stipulated in the Kaveri Water Disputes Tribunal's final award. Stipulated here means what? As mentioned, as specified. As specified in the Kaveri Water Disputes Tribunal's final award, 2007 they took a decision. This is the amount Tamil Nadu has to get. And modified by the court in February 2018. Oh, later they modified. When did they modify? 2018. Kaveri Delta farmers need water to save short-term standing paddy, kuruvai crop over 5.6 lakh acres. Now it talks about the delta, underline the word delta. Kaveri Delta farmers, those who depend on Kaveri waters, the farmers, need water to save short-term standing paddy, kuruvai crop. Now if you take, underline the word paddy, I don't know how many of you know, many of you may know, paddy needs water logging. Do you know that? It is a crop where water has to be there. We use a term, write the word water logging. Water logging condition required. Other crops we don't need water. And today what they're trying to do, because of this particular feature, I think in Japan, not in our country, because there's always water, paddy needs water all the time, they started growing fish. It is like two things, paddy and also aquaculture, fish also. It's a new approach, became popular in Japan. So short-term standing kuruvai crop over 5.6 lakh acres. The situation on the other side is no better. What is the other side here? So far it has talked about Tamil Nadu state. What is the other side? Karnataka. Underline on the other side. 1 unit. Also underline is no better. We also say it is not better. Better is no better. Do you understand? This is also right. Now it goes to Karnataka state, the scenario. Karnataka in its affidavit. What is affidavit? You submit something in the court of law as an evidence, taking oath. Yes, this is true. And it is like evidence. Affidavit has informed, underline has informed, the court that the catchments of its 2 key reservoirs have had deficit rainfall. Underline have had and put a star mark. Answer immediately, which tense is this? Very good. Please write present perfect. I have had my breakfast. Present perfect. Change it to past perfect. I had had my breakfast. A lot of students think I had is wrong. Nothing wrong. I had is past perfect. I have already had my breakfast. Present perfect. I had my breakfast at 7:30 yesterday. Past tense. All the three are very important. I had, I have had, I had. Past, present perfect, past perfect. So here it is present perfect. The situation on the other side is no better. Karnataka in its affidavit has informed the court that the catchments of its 2 key reservoirs have had deficit rainfall. They also have a problem. The CWMA has also assessed, underline. Which tense is this? See how many times the writers use present perfect. I always tell regular classes the difference between those who are good at English and those who are not good at English. Those who are not good at English use past tense quite often. Those who are good at English use present perfect quite often, either in written or conversational English. Those who are good depend on present perfect quite often. What is the reason? Both are used to express a past action. Then what is the difference between past tense and present perfect? Time is important, past tense. Time is not important, action is important, present perfect. In conversational English, in written English, we talk about past actions where time is not important, action is important. Based on that, invariably we have to use present perfect, not past tense. Have you underlined? Okay. Has also assessed the deficit in inflow to Karnataka's 4 reservoirs in the basin to be about 51%. 51% not substantial, based on the assessment. This 51% where the 4 reservoirs in Karnataka state. Its stand is that Tamil Nadu has failed to understand that 2023 is not a normal water year, but a distress water year. Because Karnataka also problem, Tamil Nadu also problem. When Karnataka is in trouble, someone is in trouble, can you expect something from that person? The situation talks about that. So then based on that the court says, Tamil Nadu state has to understand this year 2023 is not a water year, normal water year. What is it? Distress water year. Then they should not expect the regular quantity of water. We'll go to the second part. An important word. What is the first word here? The plight of both states. The unfortunate situation of both the states. The plight of both states reinforces, strengthens the need for a distress sharing formula. Now the editorial comes to the main idea. What is the main idea of this editorial? Sharing the problem, sharing the distress. So it talks about the same thing. Reinforces, which tense is that? Please write a present tense. Here what is the subject? The plight. Plight is the subject. Of both states is a phrase. We don't consider the phrase. The plight reinforces the need for a distress sharing formula, one that is favored by both as a matter of principle. On papers, as underline the expression as a matter of principle. Means what? They do agree, yes, we have to share. But when it comes to reality, they have to face a lot of problems and they have to face the pressure from the farmers, and they may change their stand. As a matter of principle, yes, we have to share, but it does not happen. That is a problem. That's an important expression, as a matter of principle. We also use another expression with the same words. Please write that one, as a matter of fact. Have you heard of this? As a matter of fact, F-A-C-T. One that is favored by both as a matter of fact, as a matter of principle. Meaning is different, but pattern is the same. The tribunal, what is a tribunal? A specific legal body that has been established to deal with specific problems. In this context, problems related to sharing of Kaveri waters. In its final award, had advocated. Advocate here means what? Support a particular cause. Talk about a particular cause. Underline had advocated. Which tense is that? Right, past perfect. The concept of proportionate reduction and in allocated shares. Now, abundant water, you can expect proportionate increase in allocation. No water, proportionate decrease. That's what the sentence talks about. Had advocated the concept of proportionate reduction in allocated shares. In the past, 50%, 50%. Now they got only 50%. Then it comes down to what? 25, 25. Obviously on the negative scale, which was reiterated by the court in its 2018 judgment. I think the dispute has been going on for many years. I remember when I was in Bangalore also, many a time, not many a time, on and off, they would say strike, don't come out, and they would throw stones this side, that side. But actual reality, every day thousands of people go from Tamil Nadu to Karnataka, Karnataka to Tamil Nadu. And because Bangalore is along the border, you all know that. Bangalore, if you go further south, I think, you touch Tamil Nadu state. So because of that, any disturbance between the two states, impact is seen on Bangalore. Now I think you say Bengaluru, am I right? Now let us go back to the editorial. What does it say? Based on 2018 judgment. But in practice, underline the word practice, noun. Its implementation appears to be hurdle-ridden. Put a star mark. You have got the word hurdle many a time. What are the synonyms? Obstacles, hindrances, impediments, bottlenecks. But here a new expression, hurdle-ridden, means full of hurdles. Full of hurdles. Hurdle-ridden, if the decisions of the authority and its assisting body, the Kaveri Water Regulation Committee, are an indication. So what does it mean? Implementation appears to be hurdle-ridden. They may say something on paper. As I said, planning is not a big deal. What is the reason? Planning takes place here. Implementation in reality, ground level, you have to face a lot of problems. Based on that, it says hurdle-ridden. Let us go to the fag end of the editorial. I think we have more. Early this month, the CWRC's recommendation of 15,000 cusecs was reduced by the authority to 10,000 cusecs. Even though the authority says that it accounts, underline says, which tense is that reporting verb? Present tense. Then you have to recollect the rule. If the reporting verb is in present tense, the tenses don't change to a corresponding past tense. Says that it accounts, underline accounts, not accounted. I hope you are listening carefully. Says that it accounts for the ground realities. Why has it decided to reduce from 15,000 to 10,000? Based on the ground realities. Ground reality, positive or negative? Negative, shortfall of rain. Ground realities and the relevant data. It should not create the perception that its decisions are shaped otherwise. No favoritism, no subjectivity, purely it is based on objective observation, and based on that they have taken a decision. And they should not think otherwise, favoring a particular state. They wanted to make it clear. Despite, underline the word despite. Despite uncertainty about the remainder. Remainder means what? Left out. So many parts, people have taken many parts, one or two parts left out, left over. Despite uncertainty about the remainder of the monsoon. Now we don't know. Again, people are optimistic. We have to be optimistic. Yesterday I was going through an article. The article says, September we are going to have heavy rains. July also they said the same thing. Now what is happening here? Predictions are going awry. What is the word I have used? How do you pronounce this? Awry. Awry means not the expected way. You expect something to go in a particular way, but something goes wrong. They said August, heavy rains. Hyderabad also they predicted, but no rains at all. Here, the last part of the editorial. Despite uncertainty about the remainder of the monsoon and rainfall pattern of the northeast monsoon, see, it is not southwest. What is northeast monsoon called? Retreating monsoon, October, December. Now till August, September, southwest. After that, retreating October, December. In fact, Tamil Nadu gets rains because of northeast monsoon. Bangalore also. Tamil Nadu and Bangalore, they get rains in the month of Jan. Do you know that? Jan also they have rains, not because of southwest monsoon, because of northeast monsoon or retreating monsoon. That will cover Tamil Nadu, as I said. What should not be glossed over? Gloss, two meanings. What is the first meaning? Shining, glossy paper. What is the second meaning? To explain, give an explanation for something. Not be glossed over is Karnataka's move to comply with the CWMA's directive. Underline comply with, an important expression. What does it mean? Follow, adhere to, agree. It goes with rules and regulations. Comply with the CWMA's directive to release 5,000 cusecs to Tamil Nadu till September 12th. The quantum is insufficient for the lower riparian state. Actually, the court has directed to release how many cusecs? 10,000, I suppose. Am I right? Please respond. From 15,000 cusecs to 10,000. But Karnataka has decided to release how many? 5,000, 50% of that. Based on that, the editorial says, Karnataka state stand to release 5,000 cusecs to Tamil Nadu till September 12th. The quantum is insufficient. Here quantum means what? The amount of water, that is 5,000 cusecs, is insufficient for the lower riparian state. Riparian means what? Near the river. So which one are they talking about? Tamil Nadu, lower riparian state. Higher Karnataka, lower Tamil Nadu. But the least the two states can do is to ensure that the Kaveri does not become cause for disharmony. The bottom line is that it should not be a cause for disharmony. It has been for many years. In fact, today if you go to Bangalore, who is from Bangalore here? Raise your hands. Who is from Karnataka here? Raise your hands. If you go to Bangalore, you come across many Tamilians. Once it was Bangalore dominated by Tamilians. Later Andhra people started going, and today the highest Telugu people, second Tamilians. Unfortunately in Bangalore you don't come across many Kannadigas. I was in Bangalore for almost 15 to 20 years. I would never use Kannada, never had to. The difference between Hyderabad and Bangalore, in Bangalore office boy also uses English. In Hyderabad, MD also uses Telugu. Do you understand what I say? And those 2 decades I learned one word, I'm not quite sure. The pronunciation, Gottilla, means what? That word I know for sure. There was no need for me to learn Kannada because everyone would, today you go to Hyderabad, any restaurant, listen to the conversation Telugu. Go to Bangalore, any restaurant, I can give in writing, conversation only in English, no other language. Because it is a cosmopolitan city in a way. Cosmopolitan, we don't expect foreigners from other countries, but states, different states, across the country, you have in Bangalore. It's a different culture, different ambience altogether. And definitely, it's not result in, a lot of Tamilians are there in Bangalore. So Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, they have to maintain a harmonious relationship. Otherwise, a lot of people get disturbed. That's all about the editorial. Have you seen something, have you seen the handout? Do you find it the regular handout or unusual, a little different? What way is it different or unusual? Tell me. No exercises except 2. What is the first one here? Test your reading comprehension skill 1. Then we have assignment, write about the editorial in brief, and editorial vocabulary consolidation. But today what I'm going to do, I want you guys to write the answers now itself for these questions. Do it, we'll see whether you're going to do it or not. And we'll see how long it is going to take. Simple questions, and you have to write short answers. What is the current water situation in Kaveri Basin? And I'll give the mic, you have to tell the answers. Please do it quickly. Whatever you can answer, you answer. Don't rack your brains. Second one is easy, but use your own words and write the answers. Third one is also easy. I want you guys to write the complete sentences, not keywords, complete sentences. Veera.
Hello.
Has anyone written the answers? Please respond. Have you written? Give it to him. Read the answer for the first question. Only one question. Read the question, read the answer. Both you have to do. Others, in the meantime, you can complete. Try to complete. Those who have done, listen to him.
Distance of sharing formula of water.
First you read the question.
What is the current water situation in the Kaveri basin?
What is your answer?
Distance of sharing formula of water. Kaveri water.
Who has written the answer for the first question? Anyone nearby? Please give it to him.
Options of Southwest Monsoon.
Okay, anyone here? Give it to him over there.
Due to deficient rainfall in the Tamil Nadu as well as in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu district state demand to release water from Karnataka.
Okay. Anyone else? See, all of you, I told very clearly, when you read the question, you have to start your answer accordingly. What is the question here? What is the current water situation in the Kaveri basin? You have to start with the current water situation in the Kaveri basin is. Has anyone started with those words? That's how you have to start. Have you got it? The current water situation in the Kaveri basin is, then you complete. Then it is proper answer. Second one who has answered, have you answered the one with the mic? Have you answered the second one? Who has a mic? Veera, you should be, Veera. Give the mic to one of the girls over here. Someone wanted to answer. Second question. Here. Please take the mic. Who has written the answer for the second question? Second question. First you read the question.
Which two states are the primarily affected by the water distress in the Kaveri basin? Karnataka and Tamil Nadu are the two states primarily affected by the water distress in the Kaveri basin.
Wonderful. This is a complete answer. You can also say the two states that are affected by the water distress in the Kaveri basin are the two states you have to mention. Either way, acceptable. Very good. Go give the mic to someone who can answer here. Veera. Third question. First you read the question, then the answer.
What is the cumulative shortfall of water in Tamil Nadu as of August 28? Tamil Nadu has a cumulative shortfall of around 51,000 million cubic feet in its share of water as of August 28.
Here you have to start with the cumulative shortfall of water in Tamil Nadu state as of August 28 is, then complete. That is a better way of. But what you have said is also acceptable. All of you, those who have answered, I appreciate. Be happy because you have written, you have responded. I appreciate sincerely. But slowly you know how to respond, how to answer. This is the first session. Who can answer the fourth one? Or who can answer the last one? Easy to answer. When is the Kaveri Water Management Authority expected to present its report? Raise your hands, you will give the mic. Specific date you have to mention, but your answer should be written properly. Who wants to answer? You. Give it to her. I think there is one student. Okay, fine. But proper answer.
When is the Kaveri Water Management Authority expected to present its report?
Which question?
Oh, sorry.
Question number?
6th.
Okay, read the answer.
Kaveri Water Management Authority expected to present its report on September 1st.
Perfect. And others, have you written the same? The Kaveri Water Management Authority is expected to present its report on September 1st. Flawless answer. Now, who can write about the editorial? I'm not asking you to write. Question is, who can write about the editorial in brief? Not here, not now. Question is, who can write? confident answer, raise your hands. So I can write. And those who have raised their hands, please write about the editorial in brief, in your own sentences, and bring tomorrow. Tomorrow I will allot 2 or 3 minutes, you read out. We have to start somewhere, every day bringing questions, and Veera, please, every day bringing questions and asking you guys. I have got something important to say.